Demi Lovato looks completely different and people think that she might be on Ozempic. Now, many people have expressed concern over Demi's appearance recently as she slimmed down so much. But after she posted some snaps of herself in a tiny black bikini earlier this month, accusations of her using the popular weight loss medication spread like wildfire in the comment section. "Honey, just stop the Ozempic," one person wrote. "Demi, I love you so much, but stop right now with the Ozempic. You've been perfect for ages, please keep some curves," another said. "She has the Ozempic drop in her cheeks," someone added, while a fourth said Ozempic queen with a crown emoji. Now, the fact that Demi's been losing weight and changing so much has people concerned, as she has been open about her struggle with disordered eating. She said on Penn Badgley's Pod Crushed podcast in October of 2024, "I have a treatment team that I work with that helps me stay in recovery. I'm trying to learn body acceptance rather than body positivity, because body positivity feels like I can't even reach that yet. I have to work on body acceptance, body neutrality, because that feels like a goal I can reach." But if Demi actually is on Ozempic, this would not be good for her. Demi looked fit in these new photos with a defined jawline and cheekbones. While most fans were thrilled to see her happy and beautiful, others wondered how she looked so different all of a sudden. "How did she lose the weight like that?" one fan asked, while another wrote, "Lost another soldier to the copy and paste plastic surgery trend." One person commented, "I'm confused, this doesn't look like Demi, lol," and one Instagram user questioned, "Did you use Ozempic? Demi, what did you do? Why does everyone have surgery?" And one fan even wrote, "You look unrecognizable." And I have to say that I agree with these comments. Now, Demi has been honest in the past about using fillers, but could she have done more to achieve her new look? Many people think so. In 2024, Demi spoke to People magazine and said, "I'm always transparent with my fans, and this is something I wanted to share. It normalizes it and takes the taboo away from injectables. It's all about what makes you feel like your best self," she said. "Don't listen to naysayers, do what makes you feel comfortable in your own skin." She continued by saying that she gets Zomon injections every 3 months and that her treatment gives her natural looking results. But some fans think that she's gone overboard or decided to get other procedures done. And I mean, Demi looks completely different. In one of her photos, I actually thought it was James Charles and not Demi because she looked that different. Now, whatever she's doing, we just hope that she's doing it safely and is truly happy with herself, as we don't want to see anything bad happen to her. Some people are saying that Selena Gomez is on Ozempic, but what is the truth? Now, Selena recently shared a mirror selfie on Instagram where she was sporting a simple black tube top and exposing her midriff. Now, it was a photo meant to promote her brand, Rare Beauty, but more people were focused on the singer's looks, more specifically, her weight. Not long after the selfie went viral and was reposted by several different media platforms, commenters began to accuse her of using weight loss drugs due to how much smaller she seems. And I mean, Ozempic is all the craze right now with celebrities in Hollywood, so is it a possibility that she's on it? Now, Selena has been outspoken in the past about her lupus diagnosis, and subsequent symptoms have affected her body as she has been known to fluctuate with her weight. Now, at the beginning of 2025, she announced that her lupus was in remission, and she started transforming into the once healthy star we watch grow up. Still, in the last few months, she's been looking thinner than ever and has started making fans and other internet users speculate that something is going on behind the scenes besides her lupus. Now, fans commented under the recent photo, asking the star what she's done. One user called the picture an Ozempic selfie and added, "What else is new?" Another harshly joked that Selena was an Ozempic ambassador, as an additional user accused the selfie being taken with the power of Ozempic. Did she Photoshop her body? Asked another user, cause wow. Now, Selena hasn't commented on the Ozempic comments yet, but she never hesitates to shut down negative remarks about her physical appearance. Last November, after trolls criticized her look at the Los Angeles premiere of her film Amelia Perez, accusing her of hiding her figure, she fiercely clapped back. "This makes me sick," she said. "I have SIBO in my small intestine. It flares up. I don't care that I don't look like a stick figure, I don't have that body," she slammed. End of the story. No, I'm not a victim, I'm just human. And yeah, dissing people for their weight gain or loss isn't that cool. Selena Gomez has been open in the past about her weight gain due to certain medications, and it's made her insecure, and then at some points she didn't like her body. So yes, Selena has lost a lot of weight, but her lifestyle has changed. With her lupus in remission, she's surely feeling better, and is probably able to do exercise and take care of her body better. And don't forget, she's also gearing up for her wedding to her fiance Benny Blanco in the next couple of months. Also, Benny loves to cook and has said many times that he likes cooking for the two of them. So maybe she's been eating healthier than before. Now with all these different things going on, it's not hard to understand that her body would change and she would lose some weight. And who knows, maybe her doctor prescribed her Ozempic to help her with some of her lupus symptoms. Regardless though, I don't think it's any of our business. As long as Selena is healthy and happy, that's all that matters.
Sharon Osbourne, a familiar face on television for decades, has always been open about her struggles with weight and body image. But in recent months, new photos of the 72-year-old media personality have left fans stunned. The dramatic change in her appearance is largely attributed to her use of Ozempic, a diabetes medication that has surged in popularity as a weight loss shortcut. Osbourne's journey and the visible side effects have sparked a broader conversation about the risks and realities of rapid weight loss through medications like Ozempic. Recent public appearances and viral videos have shown Sharon Osbourne looking thinner. Fans on social media have expressed disbelief, with comments ranging from concerns about her health to the impact of Ozempic on her appearance. This unrecognizable transformation has prompted questions about the medicine's side effects and the sustainability of such rapid weight loss. Osbourne began taking Ozempic for a while after years of struggling with her weight. She has spoken candidly about her experiences, revealing that she lost about 42 pounds in just 4 months, a rate of weight loss that even she admits was too much. Osbourne has also described initial weeks on Ozempic as quite difficult. One of the most talked about side effects among celebrities using Ozempic is Ozempic mouth, a term coined by dermatologists to describe the rapid loss of facial volume. This condition manifests as deepened lines around the mouth, sagging skin, and a more aged appearance. Dr. Michelle Green explains, many users of Ozempic who I know report noticeable volume loss on the face, which can result in the formation of fine lines, wrinkles, sagging skin, and jowls around the mouth. This volume loss can also worsen the appearance of existing fine lines, wrinkles, and skin laxity. While Ozempic is FDA approved for type 2 diabetes and in some cases for weight management, its use for cosmetic weight loss has raised alarms. Osbourne's experience highlights several health risks: excessive weight loss, metabolic changes, addiction to weight loss, facial aging, and gastrointestinal side effects. Despite her struggles, Osbourne has found some acceptance, stating, "I don't think I'll ever be happy with the way I look, but I'm now satisfied. It's taken years for me to say this, but I've learned my lesson. This is me. It's finally time to leave well enough alone." Still, her experience serves as a high-profile example of the potential downsides of using powerful medications for quick fix weight loss. Sharon Osbourne's transformation has ignited a wider debate about the use of diabetes drugs for weight loss, took the pressure to conform to beauty standards, and the unforeseen consequences of rapid body changes. As more celebrities and everyday people turn to medications like Ozempic, Osbourne's journey stands both as a warning and a testament to the complexities of body image in the modern age.
Katy Perry's almost completely unrecognizable in these new photos. Who or what is to blame? Is her divorce from Orlando Bloom taking a toll, or is this another case of Ozempic? Let's see. Okay, so who is that woman at Paris Fashion Week, and what has she done with Katy Perry? Because let me tell you, fans are absolutely spiraling after Katy stepped out in Paris looking, well, like a completely different person. And now the internet is asking the question nobody wants to ask, but everyone is thinking, is Ozempic to blame? Katy attended the Balenciaga show in a black latex look that was giving dominatrix Matrix reboot energy. But people couldn't focus on the outfit. Nope, all eyes were on her face. More specifically, what appeared to be a dramatically slimmer, hollowed-out version of Katy we've all known since her whipped cream bra days. Now, comment sections instantly lit up with phrases like Ozempic face, she looks so different, and the classic, wait, that's Katy Perry? Now, before the Katy cats come for me, I'm not dragging, I'm just reporting. And listen, the woman is 39 pushing 40 and still out here looking hot in latex, but this isn't about aging gracefully or switching up your look. This is about the undeniable wave of celebrity face shrinkage we're seeing right now, thanks to the rise of weight loss injectables like Ozempic and Mounjaro. And let's be real, Katy's face has changed drastically. She's always had had those gorgeous round cheeks and youthful glow, but now her jawline is like razor sharp, her cheeks are almost non-existent, and her eyes look slightly more deep set. It's like the classic signs of what people are calling Ozempic face, a side effect of, well, rapid fat loss that can leave people looking gaunt or even prematurely aged. And no, I'm not saying Katy confirmed she's on Ozempic. She hasn't said a word, but the speculation is everywhere, especially after that viral Facebook video that had people gasping in the comments over how unrecognizable she looked. What's also fueling the fire? Well, Katy's sitting front row next to none other than Lauren Sanchez, aka Jeff Bezos' new wifey, who's also been accused of dabbling in the skinny shot lifestyle. Now, coincidence? Maybe. Hollywood power, click aesthetic? Likely. Now, this isn't the first time fans have questioned Katy's evolving look either. Back in 2022, she sparked plastic surgery rumors after a very tight-faced American Idol appearance. But she clapped back, saying she's never had work done, only under eye filler, which she was very open about. And hey, props to her for being transparent, but with the current celeb trend of deny, deny, deny until you drop 30 pounds in 30 days, people are skeptical because this is exactly how the Ozempic era is playing out. You know, subtle shifts, gaunt cheeks, and celebs claiming it's just clean eating and dieting and working out. At the end of the day, maybe Katy's just evolving, maybe she's experimenting with her look, or maybe she's just tired of being called, you know, quirky and decided to go full, you know, fashion villa in Paris, basically. But whatever it is, fans can't ignore the shift and the conversation around Ozempic face. It's not going anywhere, especially when more and more celebs are showing up looking less like themselves and more like slightly, you know, haunted versions of their former faces. So what do you guys think though? Is this just fashion week glam gone wrong, or is Ozempic becoming Hollywood's worst kept secret? Let me know. Like a genie in a bottle, Ozempic in a pen has made our girl Christina Aguilera almost unrecognizable with her recent transformation. Christina Aguilera has shocked her longtime fans after appearing completely unrecognizable in a new photo shoot. The 44-year-old, who has been rumored to have used Ozempic, covered Carsey magazine with a new look following her drastic weight loss. Now, in one image, the beautiful singer sat cross-legged in a chair while wearing a very flimsy gold mini dress. Her blonde hair was kind of tousled and she had smoky eye makeup on. Now, while the shoot drew a lot of praise, many initially failed to recognize that Christina was the subject. One concerned fan said, "Why does she have a different face every time we see her?" With another person saying, "How is she Benjamin buttoning? I've always been such a huge Christina fan, and it's been so nice to see her look so happy, healthy, and thriving lately, and this shoot is so gorgeous." And in case you don't know, you know, the term Benjamin buttoning is in reference to the film Benjamin Button with Brad Pitt, where he kind of ages backwards due to a weird medical condition. It's really long as heck, but worth a watch if you haven't seen it yet. Now, although she has not directly responded to Ozempic rumors, Christina recently remarked that she no longer feels the need to give a F about the public scrutiny on her body. Speaking about her early years in the music industry, Christina told Glamour magazine that, you know, music bosses were unhappy when she gained weight in her 20s and said that they basically preferred her as a skinny teenager. Now, Christina said in the cover interview, "When you're a teenager, you have a very different body than when you're in your 20s. I started to fill out, and then, you know, that was unacceptable because it was like, oh, she's getting thicker. Then I had industry people say they liked your body and how you were as a skinny teenager." The star's weight has fluctuated a lot over the years, you know, with her recently sparking rumors of Ozempic use after, you know, kind of debuting a 50-pound weight loss. She previously said she hated being super skinny and had started embracing and loving her new curves. Christina shocked fans again recently when she flaunted her dramatic new physical transformation when she walked the red carpet at the Airbnb 2025 summer release event. The pop star stunned in a very glamorous white dress, highlighting her shockingly small figure as she joined her longtime fiance Matthew Rutler at the event in Los Angeles. Now, Christina's appearance comes after she left fans chattering online earlier this month over rumors that she might have undergone plastic surgery on her face to achieve her transformed appearance. She was previously rumored to have gotten a breast augmentation after displaying a scar under her arm, which is a commonplace for, you know, the surgical incision. Now, in October of last year, multiple plastic surgeons who had actually not treated her spoke about her seemingly transformed appearance, suggesting that she may have undergone a facelift to sculpt her cheekbones and smooth the natural lines between her nose and lips. Honestly, work done or not, but probably yes, plus plus Ozempic. Either way, to me at least, she looks very good. Kelly Ripa posted a recent selfie and it has fans absolutely taken back. She is almost completely unrecognizable. For those who aren't familiar, Kelly Ripa is known for her longtime role as a co-host on Live with Kelly and Mark and her undeniable energy on TV. She also, became a style icon and fitness inspiration over the years, but recently new photos of her with her husband Mark Consuelos had caused a bit of stir online. And honestly, I can see why. First off, let's talk about how unrecognizable Kelly looks in this latest picture. It's not just the clothes or the setting, it's her overall transformation. Now, in the image, Kelly is wearing a red dress that, kind of perfectly highlights her very toned arms and fit physique, but it's not just the outfit that stands out, it's the way she looks a little too fragile and frail. Fans were quick to notice her look and strong features, which, has led to some really interesting reactions. Now, let's be real here, Kelly Ripa has always been known for her fitness, but this recent photo seems to be drawing, a lot of attention. Her arms in particular seem thinner than ever, and honestly, it's clear she's either been working out a little too much, or maybe, dare I say, on Ozempic. Now, Kelly's fitness has always been part of her public persona, but this photo has definitely taken it to the next level. Or, while some are praising Kelly for being an inspiration, others are, a little bit more critical. Some are wondering if her transformation is due to extreme dieting or just really intense workouts. But let's not forget, Kelly is, again, known for her healthy lifestyle. So it's possible she's just putting in the work day in and day out to achieve this particular look. Now, another point that's been raised is the way she's aged. Kelly has always had a very youthful glow, but this photo shows her looking arguably much older than she actually is. One person online said she's got that Ozempic face, with another person saying it's giving skeleton. One person also said, not being mean, I do think she has a disorder. I hope she gets better and gets it checked out. She looks unhealthy. Love her and her husband. Now let's talk about Mark Consuelos for a second. In this photo, we also see Kelly's husband Mark, who looks, as charming as ever. The two of them together just kind of exude couple goals. I mean, not really for me, it's a no for me, but millions of others think that, so I'll let that ride. Now, it's clear that their love and support for each other are still going very strong after all these years, and at the end of the day's gotta end, and Kelly Ripa is a public figure who has built a brand based on her vibrant personality, her health journey, and her role as a loving wife and mother. It's not just about, how she looks, but also about the energy she brings to everything she does. So, while some may be surprised by how different she looks in these recent photos, others do see it as a testament to her hard work and dedication to living her best life. So whether you're a fan of her appearance or not, you have to admit Kelly looks drastically different. And whether that's good or not, it's her business, right? I mean, what do you guys think about Kelly Ripa's transformation?
Lindsay Lohan just had her birthday and she's looking as slim as ever. I mean, she looks like she's back in her 20s again with her youthful look. People though think that she's achieved this due to medication and different procedures. Now, in a March 2024 interview, Lindsay talked about the current skinny trend and how everyone is on Ozempic. She said, everyone's getting so thin now, I feel like everything always comes back full circle again, so this is that moment, and this too shall pass. But it does seem like there's pressure, she told the outlet. At the time, she wasn't really thinking about losing weight as she had just given birth to her son. I was so attached to my son that my last thought was going on the treadmill, she continued. I also feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to have to look good so soon, but you look so beautiful postpartum. Give yourself time, she said. People now, though, think she has changed her mind, as at the end of 2024, she shocked everyone when she came out looking as young as ever. Now, many people speculate that this was due to plastic surgery. Plastic surgeons believe that it's a mixture of injectables like Botox, a brow lift, lip and cheek filler, as well as surgical procedures like an upper bluff, an endoscopic facelift, and a submental liposuction, which removes fat from the neck and chin. Now, fans were absolutely amazed by her transformation. Lindsay Lohan has the best facial plastic surgery in Hollywood, and it's not even close, read one December 2024 post on X, while another wrote, if I could go to Lindsay Lohan's surgeon, I'd get a whole new face. Now, Lindsay, though, has shot down any plastic surgery rumors with an interview with Allure in October 2024, explaining that her new look is simply due to good skincare, although she does dabble in beauty technology on occasion. I've tried Morpheus, IPL, and lasers, she said. I try not to do them too much, but I'm always interested in what else is out there, what else is coming out. Fans, though, aren't too convinced. Now, in another interview with her publicist this year, they denied it again. The publicist shared, the second she looks any different, they assume she had her face lifted at 37 or 38, that she's ripped apart this or that. It's so mean. Lindsay then chimed in by saying, I'm like, when, with what time, where? As Lindsay's publicist then explained, she apparently wouldn't have had time to even get a facelift. I tried to figure that out, Linz, in the last 3 years, when you had time to do anything because I know your schedule, she joked. So the haters can hate and be jealous, it just sucks that's where they go with women in today's world. Women can't just look good to look good and change their lifestyle to be more healthy. Now Lindsay added, you just have to do it and ignore everyone else. And again, she said that her new look was due to a new skincare routine, a healthier diet, and some less invasive procedures like laser facials, and some Botox. Everyone does Botox, Lindsay said simply. Madonna has debuted a new look and fans are concerned. Now Madonna stepped out in a new natural look as she attended the 2025 Met Gala in May, but she doesn't quite look like how we remembered her. Fans have been saying that her facelift has disappeared. Now this isn't the first time that she's shocked fans with a new look. When she hit the stage to present an award at the 2023 Grammys, she was completely unrecognizable. Now many questioned whether she'd undergone some form of cosmetic procedure, and surgeons agreed that they thought she had work done. One said, she has undergone a facelift. This is obvious because her skin is tight and pulled back with no wrinkles. Her eyes also seem smaller, likely due to being pulled during a facelift. Madonna previously had a natural nose that suited her face, and it appears as if she had rhinoplasty since this version has a pointy tip and seems too narrow. Botox was also evident on many areas of her face, while pointing out the lack of expression lines and wrinkles, as well as her minimal face movement during her speech. Now, even though Madonna has denied plastic surgery, she definitely did something. Not to mention, Madonna loves Facetune and using filters. In her photos on her accounts, she seems perfectly airbrushed, no wrinkles, looking absolutely perfect. It seems like her face is ever changing and she won't stop this anytime soon. Now, something new about Madonna that fans are freaking out about though right now is the fact that she's related to the current Pope. Yep, you heard that right. The New York Times conducted a deep dive into the family tree of Robert Prevost, now known as Pope Leo. It reveals that through a Canadian ancestor, the Pope is a 9th cousin various times removed to multiple famous people, including Madonna and Justin Bieber. Now, Madonna posted on her Instagram story a photo of herself throwing her arms up in the air as her 94-year-old dad sits in a chair in front of her. It's captioned, Silvio, we're related to the Pope, strike a pose. Now, she also shared a social media post referring to the New York Times report. Pope Leo made history when he became the first ever American-born pontiff, and with Canadian roots, he's related to some stars. Now it seems like Madonna is excited to find out that she's related to the new Pope. Madonna's link to the Pope comes 3 years after she asked his predecessor, the late Pope Francis, to meet and discuss her alleged 3 excommunications from the church. Hi, Pope Francis, I'm a good Catholic, I swear, she wrote on Twitter in May 2022. I mean, I don't, I swear, it's been a few decades since my last confession. Would it be possible to meet up one day to discuss some important matters? She added, I've been excommunicated 3 times. It doesn't seem fair. Sincerely, Madonna. Now, maybe Pope Leo will be able to help her out with this.
Oprah is almost unrecognizable lately. Maybe it's dieting, maybe it's Maybelline, or maybe it's Ozempic. Oprah Winfrey is no stranger to scrutiny over her weight. For as long as she has been in the public eye, the icon's body journey has played out in the media, on magazine covers, and on episodes of her own, hit talk show that ran for 25 seasons. Oprah has said on many occasions that it was public sport to make fun of her for 25 years. And she said due to that, she has been blamed and shamed, and she blamed and shamed herself. And Oprah said one hurtful moment came early in her career when she landed on, fashion critic Mr. Blackwell's list. She said, I was on the cover of some magazine and it said dumpy, frumpy, and downright lumpy. She continued to say, I didn't feel angry, I felt sad, I felt hurt, I swallowed all of the shame, I accepted that it was my fault. Winfrey now says that she is optimistic that she now has a better handle on how to maintain a healthy weight long term and rid herself of shame once and for all. Using a holistic approach that includes regular exercise and other lifestyle tweaks, Winfrey confirms she has also added a weight loss medication to her regime. So yes, our spidey senses seem to have been right, guys. Oprah said, after knee surgery, I started hiking and kind of setting new distance goals each week. I could eventually hike 3 to 5 miles every day and a 10-mile straight up hike on weekends. I felt stronger, more fit, and more alive than I'd felt in years. Now, she says, I eat my last meal at 4 o'clock, drink a gallon of water a day, and use the Weight Watchers principles of counting points. I had an awareness of weight loss medications, but felt I had to prove I had the willpower to do it. I now no longer feel that way. She adds, I was actually recommending it to people long before I was on it myself. Once she reconciled the science, Winfrey says she released her own shame about it and consulted her doctor, who went on to prescribe a weight loss medication. She said, I now use it as I feel I need it, as a tool to manage, not yo-yoing. Now, opting not to name the specific medication she takes, she continued to say, the fact that there's a medically approved prescription for managing weight and staying healthier in my lifetime feels like relief, like redemption, like a gift, and not something to hide behind and once again be ridiculed for. I'm absolutely done with the shaming from other people and particularly myself. Oprah Winfrey has revealed that taking, these weight loss medications have made her realize the truth about thin people. She said, one of the things that I realized the very first time I took a GLP-1 was that all these years I thought that thin people had more willpower. They ate better foods, they were able to stick to it longer, they never had a potato chip, but after taking the GLP-1, she realized that it wasn't willpower at all, it was a lack of intrusive hunger thoughts. Oprah revealed that the very first time she took the GLP-1, she realized that thin people don't even think about food. She said they're eating when they're hungry and they're stopping when they're full. The host went on to say that the media has made fun of her struggles, which she calls a disease. She said, every week I was exploited by the tabloids. Anytime any comedian wanted to make fun or make a joke about it, they would make a joke about it, and I accepted it because I thought I deserved it. Well, no one deserves that. Has Zoe Kravitz become another casualty to Ozempic? Fans think so, since these recent photos have surfaced. Zoe Kravitz stepped out in NYC recently, and the internet absolutely exploded, but not in the usual style goals kind of way. She was leaving the Bowery Hotel in the East Village rocking a vintage Black History Month tee, barely there black track shorts, dainty kitten heels, oversized sunglasses, and of course, an iced coffee. Totally Zoe, but this time the chatter wasn't about the outfit. It was actually about her body. People barely recognized her, and now the internet wants to know, is Ozempic to blame? The photos had fans instantly divided. Some were here for the look, calling it iconic, effortless, and classic Zoe energy. Others, not so kind. The comment section lit up with words like too thin, malnourished, and she doesn't look healthy. And of course, the breakup with Channing Tatum last year got dragged into it because apparently if a woman loses weight after a breakup, the world assumes heartbreak or these days a prescription. Then came the Ozempic whispers, the medication originally made for diabetes that somehow turned into Hollywood's favorite weight loss cheat code. Yeah, everyone from Sharon Osbourne to Oprah to literally half of your favorite reality stars have been linked to it. And even if there's zero confirmation Zoe's using it, no reps have said a thing, the internet doesn't need receipts to start a rumor. But it didn't stop there. Some fans jumped to her defense, calling out of the body shaming and reminding people that Zoe's always had a slim frame, which, to be fair, is true. She's never been curvy or full-figured. This look is definitely more striking, but is it really that far from her usual aesthetic? Or is it just that we're looking harder now that Ozempic is everyone's favorite scapegoat? Also worth mentioning, Zoe's got a lot going on. I mean, she just landed an Emmy nomination for her role on Apple TV's The Studio, and she was recently spotted at a show with Austin Butler. So yeah, she's living life, and who knows, I mean, new projects, new routines, new relationships, maybe even stress, I mean, any of that could explain the physical changes. But the timing is wild. I mean, in 2025, Ozempic is more than a weight loss trend, it's literally a cultural obsession. It's showing up in memes, red carpets, and pharmacy shortage headlines. People who need it medically can't even get their hands on it, and meanwhile, TikTok is full of before and after slideshows. So when someone like Zoe shows up looking drastically different? Well, the assumption isn't diet and exercise, it's Ozempic. Let's be real, she does look thinner than usual in these pics, but that doesn't mean she's on anything. People's bodies do change and the internet needs to kind of calm down with the jump scares every time a celebrity gains or loses 5 pounds. So is it fair to speculate? Probably not. Is it going to stop people? Definitely not. But unless Zoe or her team actually speak on it, all we're doing is gossiping. And let's not forget, I mean, this is a woman who's been in the spotlight her whole life. She knows how to navigate a look, a photo op, and a rumor mill. If there's something she wants us to know, she will say it. Until then, maybe we just let Zoe Kravitz drink her iced coffee in peace. Today's tea, Kathy Griffin is unrecognizable in new photos. That's right, the comedy queen took us all by surprise when she stepped out in Malibu looking, well, very different. Is that really Kathy Griffin? That was my reaction when I saw these pics. She's makeup free, freshly facelifted, and rocking wild natural hair that covers half her face. I honestly thought it was Carrot Top, no joke. She was spotted out for a walk in Malibu with a male companion. She looked casually cool in a white tee, which is her own merch from the 2018 Laugh Your Head Off tour, and black pants. In case you missed it though, Kathy just unveiled her second facelift. Her first, if you care or can recall, was in 1998. She announced it on Instagram, explaining her decision to be open about the procedure and say no to stigma. She even called out the double standard. Why do people mince words when women get work done? So when she stepped outside without makeup and fresh from the surgery, she looked almost unrecognizable. And I'm still not sure in a good way or not. Let me circle back on that another time. And also, check out her hair. No perfect red wig, no red carpet glam, just her hair flowing free in the breeze. Griffin is no stranger to making wild hair transformations in the past though. She previously shaved her head in solidarity with her sister Joyce as she underwent chemotherapy in August 2017. Since then, Griffin took up the habit of wearing wigs, which she refers to as her magic hair. This scene was a stark turnaround from her appearance in her June 19th YouTube video. In the clip, the comedian sat down on her couch in full hair and makeup glam as she sat next to one of her wigs while telling her followers how she turned down a $1.4 million offer to host The View in the mid-2000s. She said, "I am just going to be honest, I had to turn it down because at the time between doing the reality show, My Life on the D-List, and touring, I was making about $10 million a year." Griffin, who was also busy caring for her parents, added, "I had to turn down The View because I would have had to uproot my whole life." Griffin had made several trips from Los Angeles to New York for appearances on the show at that point, which allowed her to build a very close relationship with long-tenured co-host Barbara Walters. So when she decided not to take the offer, Griffin explained that she felt she owed, Barbara an explanation. Griffin told her, "I want you to know why I'm going to say no. It's not that I think I'm too good for the show, it's the opposite. The show is too good for me. I don't want you to think I'm blowing smoke, but between moving costs and I'm so entwined with my mom and dad, I have a house in Los Angeles and it just isn't feasible for me to do, but I want you to hear it directly from me." Well, this recent drop in the wind moment is so Kathy. She's raw, unfiltered, and owning her real even with a fresh facelift. It's refreshing to see a star embracing that after, look of hiding it basically. Plus, she's flexing authenticity in a world of filters and facelifts. So, is Kathy Griffin unrecognizable in these new photos? Absolutely. Did she give me a bit of a jump scare? 1,000,000%. But is she still the fierce, hilarious queen of comedy? She sure is. She's flipping the script, stepping out raw, real, and unapologetically herself like always. Rebel Wilson charmed fans as Fat Amy, her pitch-perfect character that defined her public image and career as a plus-size star in Hollywood, but now you can barely recognize her. While Wilson's weight loss came about as a result of multiple changes in her lifestyle, diet, and fitness routines, the star also shared that she used Ozempic. At least she's admitted it, because we all know more celebrities than not have denied it big time. Kelly Clarkson resisted using weight loss medication for years. However, as she told Whoopi Goldberg on an episode of The Kelly Clarkson Show, her doctor eventually convinced her to give it a try, and honestly, she looks great. She's very much been giving the American Idol era of herself. She literally looks 20 years younger. Jim Gaffigan's physical transformation has been really hard to ignore, especially since the comedian has not shied away from talking about it. Thanks to Mounjaro, a type 2 diabetes medication that is basically the same as Ozempic that cuts down on appetite, Gaffigan lost 50 pounds after his weight reached 270 pounds. Now in 2023, after getting a nudge from his doctor, Gaffigan decided to give weight loss medications a try. Kathy Bates' dramatic 100-pound weight loss left her nearly unrecognizable, leading social media users to to speculate over the means she used to shed the pounds. The most obvious conclusion people drew point towards, of course, Ozempic. And though the star did admit to the use of the popular weight loss substance, she did come forward to clarify that it was not the only formula she used to get healthier. It was a diabetes diagnosis that actually drove Bates to make these changes. Oprah Winfrey is living her best life and looking her best too. The legendary talk show host is one of the most famous names to have openly talked about using Ozempic for weight loss, ultimately offering a major platform for conversations about the trend. Winfrey has also been candid about the stigma surrounding using certain medications for weight loss. Sharon Osbourne has been brutally honest, as she always is, about her use of Ozempic, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sharon, who has spent decades in the spotlight as the wife of Ozzy Osbourne, shared her struggled, with body images and an eating disorder. Now the weight loss even changed the look of her face, so much so that Sharon's husband said he almost didn't recognize her. Charles Barkley is another proud user of Mounjaro, the type 2 diabetes medication he turned to after his doctor raised the alarm on health concerns stemming from his weight. Combining his medication with a routine of regular workouts, the NBA legend managed to downsize from 352 pounds to 290 pounds in just a few months' time, and he looks almost unrecognizable. Tracy Morgan knows how to get a laugh out of people, and one of his longtime signature tricks has been exposing his stomach. For years across red carpets and talk shows, the comedian has gladly lifted his shirt to show the world his frame that, as of late, has slimmed down significantly. Ozempic has played a key role in the evident changes in Morgan's appearance. Bonnie Chapman, daughter of Dwayne "Dog the Bounty Hunter" Chapman, is another public figure who has had a positive experience using Ozempic. Detailing her weight loss journey in a 2024 Instagram reel, she shared that living with PCOS impacted her ability to lose weight on her own. She's down 60 pounds and has never felt better, and we love that for her. Woof.
Now, first on the list, we have Sarah Hyland. Now, Sarah Hyland was accused of promoting anorexia in 2017 after uploading a photo on Instagram that showed her very, very thin body type. Now, she was body shamed by haters on the internet, and it got so bad that she wrote an open letter on Twitter saying she was accused of promoting anorexia, and ironically enough, an anti-bullying post. She wanted young girls to know that that was not her intention, and her circumstances have put her in a place where she's not in control of what her own body looked like. She went on to explain that she was struggling with kidney dysplasia and had to get a kidney transplant. So after the surgery, she went on to bed rest and lost muscle mass since she could no longer work out, which caused her to lose a lot of weight. Now, Hyland then asked for privacy as she got healthy both physically and mentally, and Hyland is still not back to her normal weight, but is adamant about calling out body shamers and is happy with the process she's made and the fact that she's alive. Now, up next, we have Kate Moss. Now, Kate Moss has literally been quoted saying, "Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels." So it is no surprise that she has gotten way too skinny in the past. Now, her infamous quote was made during an interview with fashion news website WWD, and of course she faced major backlash. Eating disorder charities like Beat called her comments dangerous and unhelpful for young girls that may be suffering. Now, Moss became the face of the H trend that started in the 90s, but she had maintained her position that she had an eating disorder, nor did she actually do H, but just didn't eat because she was too busy. Now, she told Interview magazine, "I was never anorexic, so I was never that skinny. I was never bony, but I remember thinking I don't want to be this skinny. I didn't eat for a long time, but that was not on purpose. I was just constantly doing shows and flying economy, and no one ever fed me." Next up on the list, we have Nicole Richie. Now, everyone remembers the shocking 2006 photo of Nicole Richie running on the beach wearing a bikini where her weight loss was unexpected. Now, she was just one of the many other young celebrities like Lindsay Lohan battling eating disorders in 2006, and it's reported that Richie got down to a very alarming 88 pounds. Now, thankfully, she was able to get help and went to rehab that year to battle anorexia. Now, over the years, her weight had continued to fluctuate, causing others to fear that she may have relapsed. Then in 2017, after she posted an Instagram video looking scary thin after rehab, she told Vanity Fair, "I know I'm too thin right now, so I wouldn't want any young girl looking at me and saying that is what I want to look like. But I do know that they will, which is another reason why I really need to do something about it. I'm not happy with the way I look right now, and with the help of a nutritionist and support of her family, the mother of two is finally at a healthy weight again." Now up next, we have Whitney Cummings. Now, Whitney Cummings gained 25 pounds in 2015 after realizing that she was getting way too thin. Now, she explained on the Today Show that being on camera messes with your perception of your body and that she was convincing herself that she needed to lose weight. Now, Cummings even opened up about her eating disorder in her memoir, I'm Fine. Other lies explained in interviews. "It didn't occur to me that I had an eating disorder even though I almost exclusively ate sugar-free Twizzlers and Diet Sunkist." Now, thankfully, Cummings gained weight and is living a healthy lifestyle and looks absolutely amazing. Now, next up, we have Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham is one of the few Spice Girls who is still celebrated not only for her style, but also continuing happy marriage to David Beckham. Now, her life seems perfect, but she seems very open about her past struggles with eating disorders while she was in the band. Now, in her memoir, Learning to Fly, she described that she would be in the gym. And instead of checking her posture or position, she was always checking the size of her bottom or to see if her double chin was getting any smaller. She also explained how it was her bandmate, Gary Holloway, that encouraged her and Mel to do liquid diets and focus on their weights. Now, Beckham was actually able to get healthy, but then in 2017, looked super skinny again, causing concerns that she was less than 100 pounds. Now, up next, we have Lindsay Lohan. Now, Lindsay Lohan's life and career has been a roller coaster full of drama. Now, from partying and substances to her weight, she was all over tabloids in early 2006 for her crazy antics. Now, people were worried about the start when she was seen getting skinnier and skinnier during the time where rumors of her substance abuse were going around. In 2006, Lohan addressed the rumors and admitted to Vanity Fair that she was struggling with bulimia and had experience with substances, but it was only in the past. She explained how people around her were concerned with her health and said everyone was scared and I was scared too. She said she literally had people sit her down and say something bad is going to happen if you don't take care of yourself. Lohan was always in and out of rehab for the next few years after that and continuously struggled with personal issues, but has thankfully never been as thin as she was in 2006. Next up, we have Denise Richards. Now, Denise Richards used to be a bigger, curvy girl, but in 2013, her thin frame gained national attention. Now, when photographs of her arms hit newsstands, people were asking what was wrong with her. Now, tabloids got so bad that even Charlie Sheen felt it was necessary to tweet and defend her and wrote, "Stop the insane reports of Denise's weight. She is so healthy. And if there's one person who knows health, it is definitely Charlie Sheen." Now, Richards defended her weight on red carpets and told reporters that she just had a very healthy lifestyle and she was just very busy, but people were still always concerned. Now, Richards took some time away from the public eye and also put on some healthy weight. But then in March 2018, photos of her and her new guy were posted on where she looked very healthy and very happy. Next up, we have Nick Carter. Now, Backstreet Boy Nick Carter's little brother Aaron Carter tried his best to stay relevant, but it wasn't until his 2017 DUI and substance arrest that he made national headlines again. Now, his mugshot was sad and he looked like he desperately needed help. Now, photos of Carter were in tabloids everywhere and he looked sickly thin and clearly using substances. Now, he appeared on The Doctors in 2017 and tested positive for substance use. Now, he actually addressed the comments people had been making about his appearance and broke down saying, "I'm concerned about my overall health because people tell me I look like I have cancer, or I look like I'm dying, and I didn't realize I was only 115 pounds. This is terrible, and I wasn't even looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't like the way I looked." And he said this all while crying. But luckily, since 2017, Carter had got himself together, he had gained 30 pounds and announced that he has new music and a sense of worth and sobriety, and he cannot wait to finish 2018 strong. Up next, we have Kendall Kardashian. Now, not all the Kardashians were thick and built. Kendall Jenner is an unstoppable supermodel, but in 2015, people were wondering if she was getting a bit too skinny. Now, it was reported that France enacted a law that required models to have a BMI, which was body mass index, of 18 in order to walk the catwalk, and at the height of 5'10", Jenner would have had to have been 125 pounds. Now, Jenner's body fluctuates from skinny to skinnier, and she is constantly under public scrutiny for either being too fat or too skinny. But after she posted a photo in 2018 with a slightly bloated tummy on Instagram, she was forced to call out body shamers, claiming that she actually looked pregnant. And last on the list, we have Anne Hathaway. Now, Anne Hathaway went from playing nerdy princess to a badass action hero and had a successful acting career with little drama. But in 2010, she started looking a little frail at events. Now, she has been criticized in the past for telling young stars to lose weight, and people started wondering if it was actually her fault. Now, Hathaway had previously declared that she had hit the point in her life where she understands that being skinny is not sustainable, nor is it advisable or enjoyable. So her sudden weight loss was very surprising. Now, Hathaway's weight has also fluctuated because of the roles she played. So she worked out 5 days a week and followed a very strict diet regime to get in her catsuit for Batman: The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, but then she had to lose another 25 pounds to play a dancer with tuberculosis for another movie role.
Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Kim Kardashian. When Kim Kardashian puts her mind to something, she can accomplish anything. So when the star wanted to accomplish her dream body, she clearly put in the work in the gym. Later, she would then talk about her journey with women's health when she told the outlet, "When it comes to booty and legs, we usually work out an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. However, her weight loss techniques did come a little controversial just ahead of the Met Gala last year when she opted to starve herself and amp up her workout routines in the process so she could just fit into the Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday Mr. President gown. Kim's dangerous weight loss technique didn't come without any consequences, as the star did suffer from a psoriasis flare-up, and it was so bad she was even having trouble moving her hands because she was in so much pain. Number 9. Ariel Winter. Back in 2019, Ariel showed off some noticeable weight loss. She would then go on to share that she started doing some intense gym sessions, and when she found the right mental health medications, it would lead to her unexpected weight loss. She would then tell Women's Health, "Years ago, it was hard because I'd go to the gym with my trainer, and because of my antidepressants medications, I never saw results." Eventually, Ariel decided to switch up her medications, and she would note that she didn't do it for aesthetic reasons, when she said, "I didn't change my antidepressants because I wanted to lose weight. I just accepted it, and it was fine. I got inspired to actually find medication that helped me as a person, and it did all the things I wanted it to do." But with her transformation, she's become a completely different person, which has us wondering if maybe she was swapped out in the industry for a lookalike. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the list today, in the number 8 spot, we have Christina Aguilera. Back in 2013, Christina Aguilera lost 50 pounds so quickly to the point that she had us all wondering what her secret was, especially since she took off time from The Voice to do so. Christina would then speak about her journey, saying, "It's amazing what having some personal time can do, not only for the body but also for the mind and spirit." A source close to Christina would then expose her weight loss secrets to people by telling the media outlet she's been trying new types of foods and exploring new methods of exercise. The source then went on to say she wasn't doing so to go on a diet or to lose weight, but she just wanted to have a better mindset and well-being so she could have a better overall sense of good health. Christina also went on to credit her weight loss to Reiki, an ancient Asian practice that's said to heal your body and mind for her weight loss. Number 7. Jessica Simpson. When Jessica Simpson lost 100 pounds after giving birth to her 3rd child, she would open up about how she found peace with her body after saying her role in the 2005 film Dukes of Hazzard created an unrealistic gold standard for her body. After she was seen parading her envy-inducing legs in a pair of super shorts while portraying Daisy Duke, the mom of 3 said the image from the movie has been used as a before picture for every "is she fat or is she thin" story for the
rest of her career, which is just wrong. Why do we have to judge weight when we should be hyping women and their beauty up? Period. Jessica then went on to praise her celebrity trainer, Harley Paternak, as she went on to say that he eased her into activity slowly when he started her workout routine with 6,000 steps daily. Then he told E! News later he did this because it was a social thing that she would be able to do with her kids, and he built up her steps slowly with her reaching 14,000 steps a day, and it clearly worked, so give it a try. Number 6. Jennifer Hudson. Back in 2010, Jennifer Hudson would end up turning heads on the red carpet after she was able to drop from a size 16 to a size 6 after she decided to team up with Weight Watchers. Since joining the weight loss company, the star has been able to keep the 80 pounds off since. The actress would then later open up about her weight loss and using Weight Watchers when she sat down for an interview with Good Housekeeping. She then went on to tell the outlet, "I don't really have time to do much working out, so I really just had to watch what I eat." Jennifer then went on to note that's why she was able to accomplish all of her weight loss goals. She then went off at the end to say, "I'm very careful and cautious of what I'm eating, so I just try to pace out those meals throughout the day. I'm very conscious of what I put in my body." Number 5. Sarah Rue. When actress Sarah Rue shared her journey with Shape, she would gloat about how she used Jenny Craig to help her with her overall weight loss journey. She would then go on to tell the media outlet, "I was never really able to lose weight on my own. Clearly it was something I was struggling with, so I wanted a program that provides extra support. With Jenny Craig being a program that provides its users with as much support as they need, Sarah was able to do the whole fitness thing on her terms." She then decided to rely on professional training help to help her create a fitness plan and follow it, as she really didn't have any idea or clue about working out, so she really just needed someone to tell her what to do. But in the end, it ended up turning out great for the star. She was able to drop 50 pounds. However, even though the star looks stunning now, she's always been stunning, but I'm glad to see that she's finally comfortable in her own skin. Number 4. Melissa McCarthy. Whether you love Melissa McCarthy or not, she has proven herself to be talented no matter what people have to say about her. Well, back in 2011, Melissa would tell People magazine that she was able to lose around 75 pounds after she really put her body and mindset to work. With the actress being able to fit into a size 14 dress, she would know it was thanks to her laid-back lifestyle that allowed her to kick her life into overdrive to work on her overall image. While everyone was asking themselves at home, what did Melissa do to lose all the weight, she would later clear up all the rumors surrounding her weight loss when she told Extra that there was no trick and nothing to tell because she was actually just living a really boring life outside of her acting work. So then she went on to note that when you bring everything down and you don't have anything fun to do, you go to bed around 7:30, and that's what her trick was. But I once heard another celebrity say that they tell everybody their lives are boring, so they just leave them alone. So she probably actually has a really fun life and doesn't want to tell us the truth so we don't catch her on the dance floor in Ibiza with Margot Robbie at 3 a.m. Number 3. Jordin Sparks. When American Idol star Jordin Sparks was able to lose around 18 pounds in 18 months in 2012, E! News would report on the singer's journey. Later, Jordin would then sit down for an interview with Shape, and in the interview she would tell the outlet, "I just wanted to be healthy. I remember thinking, I'm in my prime. I should be happy and fit." Jordin then went on to note that she started walking every day and watching her portion sizes. She then worked with a trainer to help build her muscle. She then went to tell Redbook that there is no quick or magical way to lose weight, and if you want to do it, you have to do it in natural ways. And that's by sticking to your exercise and diet routine. And you just have to not only believe in yourself, but you also have to believe that you can do it, and you have to do it at your own pace. Number 2. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen began his acting career when he joined the cast of the 1999 series Freaks and Geeks. With the growth of his career making him a household name, fans would start to notice that his appearance has changed frequently over time, and the topic of Seth Rogen's weight loss has actively been starting to hit headlines since back in 2009 after he was seen losing 30 pounds so he could play the role Ronnie in the film Observe and Report. The actor's weight loss impressed fans so much he would later reveal in an interview that everyone wanted to talk to him about his new appearance. Years later, fans are still gushing about him as he appeared on the cover of GQ summer issue, then again after he was seen losing even more weight to play a role in the 2022 series Pam and Tommy. But honestly, Seth has always looked really good, and I just have one question for him.
when can I star in a movie with you, cause that would be comedy gold. And coming in number 1 today, we have Ross Matthews. So this year's season of RuPaul's Drag Race has been surprising at best, as we've seen everyone from Sugar and Spice showing us some stunning transformations on that catwalk. However, with saying that, when Ross Matthews, who is known for being one of the judges on the hit reality TV show, unveiled his impressive weight loss in November of 2020, our draws would draw. Ross would then go on to share his journey on his Instagram, where he would say in a caption section, "Breaking the pattern, 50 pounds down from my weight in early June when I decided to reclaim my health after my mom passed away, 70 pounds down from my old time." He then went on to note that he will continue to work on himself in progress and that he may mess up again, but for now he was very grateful for everything he has, everything he's accomplished, and he was really happy to see what the world had in store for him. Starting off this countdown, we have Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson said that 2020 was the year of health for her and decided to document her weight loss transformation on social media. Now, Rebel has had it rough for years. She was constantly fat shamed by the media, and she said that people treated her differently when she lost weight. She said, and I quote, "Sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. And now that I'm in a good shape, like people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open for you. I was like, is this what other people experienced all the time?" Not only that, but Rebel couldn't lose weight while she was filming Pitch Perfect. Her character's name is Fat Amy, and well, according to her, she couldn't gain or lose 10 pounds, which is insane. Hollywood was literally controlling her appearance. But after Pitch Perfect, Rebel told herself it was time to lose weight. Now, this decision was made by her desire to be a mom. Now, Rebel has polycystic ovarian syndrome, which can affect fertility. Well, during a visit to her fertility doctor in 2019, she was told that she would do much better if she was healthier. She said, and I quote, "I was taken aback. I thought, oh god, this guy's so rude. He was right. I was carrying around a lot of excess weight. It's almost like I didn't think of my own needs. I thought of a future child's needs. That really inspired me to get healthier." From there, she dropped more than 70 pounds. She said that she did so by eating healthier and focusing on physical and mental self-care. In our 9th spot, we have Demi Lovato. Now, in the past, the singer and actor revealed that her weight does fluctuate and that she has suffered from bulimia. In March of 2021, she posted on Instagram showing off her midriff, saying that she accidentally lost weight, which was most likely stress-related. Lovato then went on to embrace her naturally curvy body, which is gorgeous. But just recently, Lovato showed up to the Hugo Boss runway show in Miami looking thinner again. Demi rocked a sleek white crop top that showed off her midriff, and she paired this with a flowy maxi skirt and a sheer coat. She looked dang good. And she seems to be doing good as well. She revealed that she no longer counts calories, she no longer over-exercises or restricts/purges. And she doesn't live her life according to the diet culture. Amen, Demi. The way it should be, I'm proud. Coming in at number 8, we have Jonah Hill. Back in 2018, Jonah Hill announced that he was starting to transform his body with martial arts. On social media, he wrote that he was trying to train 4 to 5 times a week. He continued on saying, and I quote, "At 35, I try and get over the stuff that made me feel weak and insecure as a teenager. It's just wasted time and lessons you'll never learn. It's trying to let go of that." In 2021, Jonah really slimmed down. In fact, he took to Instagram to say how proud he is of his weight loss and of his body. He posted an image from the Daily Mail that was talking about him surfing in a wetsuit and a paparazzi photo of him shirtless. He responded to this saying, and I quote, "I don't think I ever took my shirt off in a pool until I was in my mid-30s, even in front of family and friends." He continued on saying that his childhood was filled with insecurities. I mean, he was constantly bullied by the media for his appearance, but now he's not bothered by any of this anymore, which is amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have Kelly Osbourne. Now, Kelly's drastic weight loss shocked fans. In 2021, she posted a photo to her Instagram, and fans were confused. And that's because she didn't even look like herself in this photo. One Twitter user wrote, "Amazing what surgery can do," while another asked, "Did you also get lips done or makeup done all around them?" look way different. Someone else added, who is this? I'm very confused. Now in the photo, Kelly's face looks very slim, but also it looks like she got quite a lot of work done. Now what I find crazy is that Kelly said that people cared more about her weight than they did when she was suffering from addiction. This just shows you how messed society is. Now Kelly is very open with her weight loss. She said that she underwent weight loss surgery. She got gastric sleeve surgery, which basically a part of the stomach is removed to reduce its volume. Now when you get this surgery done, it can be hard to keep the weight off. But Kelly says that she changed her diet as well. She is now on a plant-based vegan diet and also does intermittent fasting. Not only that, but she beat her addiction to alcohol, which has also helped her figure. And at number 6 we have Khloe Kardashian. Now we have seen Khloe's figure change quite drastically through the years. Sometimes by Photoshop, other times by surgery. Now the press always had it out for Khloe. They often labeled her as the ugly fat sister, which negatively impacted her and her confidence. For years she felt the need to diet or lose weight to prove herself to the media. She told the media that she started focusing on losing weight after her divorce from Lamar Odom. After that she lost 35 pounds. Her secret was working out. She used working out as a coping method from all the stress from the divorce. But some fans have gone too far in their speculation about Khloe's method of losing weight. Some have accused her of undergoing weight loss and cosmetic procedures. Others think that she was being very restrictive with her diet and excessive at the gym. Nowadays, Khloe said that she's at the point where she loves her body and she's more confident. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with June Edith Shannon, who we know best as Mama June, aka Honey Boo Boo's mother. The reality TV star started her weight loss journey with the show Mama June From Not to Hot, which don't get me started on how toxic this show is, basically saying that the only way she could be hot was to lose weight. Anyways, as part of her glow up, Mama June decided to undergo gastric sleeve surgery and then she later had a tummy tuck. As a result, she went from 500 pounds to 150, a huge difference. But she later revealed she didn't feel healthy being at 150. She said, and I quote, "Yeah, when I was a size 2 at 150, I was way too damn small. Now I'm 250 and I feel good. Even when I was 500, people didn't believe I was 500. She now is no longer focusing on her weight. Instead, she decided to shift her focus to beating her addiction." In our 4th spot today, we have Adele. Adele first started losing weight in October of 2019. While doing so, she kept it all on the down low. That was until Christmas of that year when she posted a photo on Instagram showing off her new figure. Her weight loss started after her divorce from her ex-husband. From there, she started to lift weights and do circuit training. She said, and I quote, "I do my weights in the morning, then I normally hike or I box in the afternoon, and then I go and do my cardio at night. I'm an athlete." Now Adele didn't do any magic diet or fad. She lost the weight by consistently working out for 2 years. Now she said this amazing quote which I think everyone should hear. She said, "I was body positive before my weight loss and I'm body positive now." Amen to that. We need more celebrities promoting body positivity and loving yourself no matter what your size is. But it's sad that celebrities feel forced to lose weight. In an interview with Oprah, Adele revealed, and I quote, "My body has been objectified my entire career." But in the end, Adele revealed that she lost the weight for herself, not because of the media's pressure. In our 3rd spot, we have Drew Carey. Comedian and game show host Drew Carey lost 80 pounds in 2010 after being on a strict diet and exercise. Now his reason for weight loss was because he said that it sucked being fat. Now that's a really harsh statement and it seems a bit fatphobic to me. In an interview with People magazine, he said, and I quote, "I like being skinny. I was sick of being fat on the camera. I just got sick of it." So his reason for weight loss was because he didn't like the way that he looked on camera. Like I've been saying, celebrities feel pressured to look a certain way for the cameras, which really affects their confidence levels. Now, Carey took this weight loss seriously. He was on a very strict diet. He cut out carbs completely. He didn't have corn, beans, or starches of any kind. He would snack on fruits and veggies and turn to egg whites or Greek yogurt for breakfast. He also does about 45 minutes of cardio when he can. Not only that, but he didn't drink anything but water. No milk, no coffee, tea, soda, alcohol, nothing. In the end, he actually beat his diabetes. He had type 2 diabetes, but not anymore. Coming in at number 2, we have Chris Pratt. Fans were left speechless and wanting more when they saw Chris Pratt turn his dad bod into a trim body with six-pack abs. He did this for his 2014 role in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyways, Pratt revealed that he actually had to gain weight for his role in Parks and Rec. He hit about 300 pounds, and that's when he said, and I quote, he felt impotent, fatigued, and emotionally depressed. I personally find it crazy when celebrities drop their weight drastically or gain weight drastically, all for movies or TV roles. Like, that is not healthy at all. Especially when they go from one extreme to another. When he auditioned for the Marvel movie, he knew that he had to lose the weight. So he worked with a trainer 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, going through extremely vigorous workouts. In the end, he lost 60 pounds in 6 months and kept it all off for his role in Jurassic Park. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Mindy Kaling. Now, Mindy actually sparked a lot of controversy regarding her weight loss, and that's because fans are convinced that she did this in unhealthy ways. It all started when she made an appearance at the Oscars. Her dresses were stunning, by the way. But anyway, people quickly jumped online and started gossiping about her appearance. Viewers speculated that she was using Ozempic, which is a brand name for a diabetes and weight loss drug, meaning a number of celebs probably use this drug for their weight loss. But as of now, the actress has not address these rumors. But when speaking about her weight loss, Mindy said, and I quote, honestly, I didn't really do anything differently. I eat what I like to eat. If I do any kind of restrictive diet, it never really works for me. I just eat less of it. Mindy also revealed her bad relationship towards food and exercise, saying that she would overeat or eat as a coping mechanism, and she would look at exercise as a punishment. But now she has changed her outlook of eating and exercise, and it allowed her to lose more than 40 pounds. Alright folks, that's all for today's video. Again, I just want to say that these celebrities were all amazing and beautiful before and after their transformations. They don't have to look a certain way to be hot, and neither do you. Body positivity comes in all shapes and sizes.